Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to Prima's webinar series. My name is Mike and today's session I'll be running through adding images to PrimaGO. We've actually updated this process in recent versions to make it more efficient and saving you time when you're adding images to the store. We've got all in live chat today, so if you do have any questions during today's session, please don't hesitate to ask away, and as always we'll stick around for a little bit at the very end if you want to wait till then. If you are watching this back on our YouTube channel, please contact our customer care team if you need any help. So let me switch to my live screen and we can get started. So within the PrimaGO of old, you'd have to go into Content on the left hand side, Image Collections. You'd have had to set up your image collection within here and deal with all the adding images, links, etc. at this point. What we've actually done, we've taken away the necessity for you to go into that bit and consolidate it within the modules area, saving you time for having to go into different pages and saving you a number of clicks. So that page is no longer relevant. If you want to make changes you want to add, we go into Content Modules. And as always, you've got the image related modules across the top. So this is relevant for any one of those image modules. So whether it's a banner you're adding, an image, a slideshow, the process is the exact same. We'll click into that relevant module. We'll then click the green plus button in the top right hand corner. And it will give us this blank option at the bottom. From the drop down, we can select an existing image collection. So still the same process if you want to reuse an image collection over and over and over again. You can still set it up and still use the same image collection. But if we want to create a new one, we use the option at the very bottom. Give it a name, so webinar image, we'll call this one. Click create, and it'll add that as an option. What we now have within these modules is an edit collection option. So if I click this button here, this is where we can actually add an image. Okay, so if we click add image, we can then browse. As always, select an image that's already been updated. So it might be that we want to use a free shipping one as an example, or we can upload our own. So we can just select the image, we can upload it using the upload button here, or select one that's already existing. Give that a double click once it's been loaded, and then within here we can fill in the title, the link, how we want it to open, exactly where we want it to open using the generate link option, whether that's an email or URL, and we can actually get started within here. One other change that we've actually added to the image collections area, if I just click save now, and if I click back into edit collection, we've actually added the ability for you to set a start and end date. So if you want to sort of preload images for back to school or the summer period, or if it's Christmas as an example, you can actually put a date in here, and that image will be available on the web for that period. So you can sort of get your images and everything ready. It might be that you don't want to work over the Christmas break, or you're taking 2 weeks off in summer, you want to get a fan deal on the web. You can do all the work in the background before you go, put the dates within here, and then it'll be visible during those periods, and once that date ends it'll just drop off. We have also added back the order option, so you can just flick up or down if you've got multiple images in here to actually add and change the order. If you want to use any of our images, we've been through this in a previous webinar when we looked at the full width images, so if you actually want to look at the full width images, just give us a shout, we can put a link through for that, or ask our customer care team. But if I click view our images, we have the option to use some of the images that we've already pre-selected, so we can just double click on the relevant one and it's been added to the image collection. So if we just close this down and go back into image collection, it's been added there, so we can use multiple images as well. And we can use the images that we've already populated for you. Once you're happy with that, it's the same process of just clicking save within that image collection, giving it the relevant size for the area that you're putting it. So if this is sort of a full width one, well, we'll go 1800 pixels by 250, but obviously if you're generating your images then you'll know the exact sizing, so it's just something you'll have to get set up with whoever's designed the images for you. We can click save within that relevant module, and adding it to the page is the exact same. So if we go to page layout, we'll find our page, we can click the green plus button within here, and then we can actually select from the drop down the relevant banner that we wanted to add. So that process is exactly the same. We've just taken out the necessity for you to go to the image collection page. It's all handled within the module, so you don't have to go into each and every different page. It's just all done in one section, and then you add it to the page. You add it to the relevant area of the web store. So that's all for today's session. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask away. And as always, we'll stick around for a little bit at the end. But apart from that, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.